Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you all so much for being here. This is my first time reacting to a video via webcast, screencast, whatever. It has been a journey and a lot of learning experience. I still have other things that I have to perfect, like the audio. I got to attach my actual mic to this, and I have to figure out some other things in order to be able to go live. Just get the audio correct and a lot of other things, but a lot of learning. A lot of nickel and diming from these apps that are charging. You know, I had to upgrade just to be able to let the audio from my actual laptop be heard in the video. I mean, it is a lot. It's like those gaming apps. They just nickel and dime you for skins and clothes and weapons and all that. It's the same thing in this world. Technology is a racket, but this is the world we live in. It's a capitalistic society, and I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut, but y'all bear with me. This is my first one anyways. Let's get it, all right? I just stole that from my boy Big Kish. Go ahead and check out his channel, but this here is Ace OG. I will link his actual video in if you don't want to hear me talking throughout the video. And the title is Should Men Accept Alimony from His Ex-Wife? Okay, now we already know that Kendu Isaacs did a number on Mary J. Blige, and Wendy Williams' husband did a thing to her. So it happens, you know what I'm saying? But let's see what Ace got to say real quick. All right, let's get into it.
But this is something I saw on one of my Facebook feeds and one of the groups I'm a part of. And I got to talk about it, y'all. I'm going to get back, and actually, I'm going to probably make another video today talking about YouTube, but I'm telling you, I got to really talk about this title right quick because I'm telling you, I am blown away, and I'm actually jive upset. I'm not even going to front. Like the comments and what I've been going back and forth with when it comes to men and women on that post, it's insane. It's crazy. And I need y'all to tell me if I'm crazy. I really need y'all to tell me if I'm crazy, because I don't understand what's going on here, man. For real. It's crazy. So let's get into it. So should men pay women alimony? The answer is hell no. But I'm gonna get into this post, y'all. So, and this is in a marriage group that I'm part of on Facebook. I've been a part of this group for about, I don't know, probably about 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a really good group. You know what I'm saying? We always go back and forth with stuff. I'm always trying to provide value on this group, because I think marriage is a beautiful thing, and I think that a lot of folks really get marriage confused for like what it really means and what you really have to do to keep a marriage intact. But so the I can't pronounce this lady's name, but she's famous, a black lady. It's I don't think she said this. She might have said this. I'm not exactly sure, but the post has her picture up here, right? Her first name is Garcelle. I cannot pronounce her last name, but if you saw her, you'll know who I'm talking about. So it's a famous black
Garcelle Bouveau from That's Fancy.
It's saying that she said
the Jamie Foxx show.
If we want women to be treated equal, men should be entitled to alimony too. And then, in quotation marks, if the woman makes more money. So there was a couple of you know what? Maybe I should I don't know, should I read the comments? I'm telling you, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'll tell you what. I'll read one of the comments that I put up here. So there was a couple of folks that commented before I reached this post, and then I responded. I'm responding to the message, to the actual post itself, right? I'm not responding to anybody else in particular on this joint, whatever. So I said, "No, ma'am. Us real men don't need a woman to pay us alimony. That's for soft, sassy men." That's what I said on this post. So then another guy, one of the guys on the, I'm not sure if he's married or not, because this group actually have folks that are not married in this group. And one of the guys up here responds to me and says, "Call me sassy, then I'm gonna get mine." Hey, do you, bro? I'm not telling you what to do, man. Like, I mean, you do you, yo. We all grown here, you know what I'm saying? So you do what you do, man. But this is what really got me. So one of the other guys up here said, he's responding to the guy that said, "Call me sassy, then I'm gonna get mine." He said, "Agreed. It's a stupid pandering simp ass statement." That's what he's responding to what I said, right? And then I responded, I said, "Nah, bro, it ain't simping. It's called manning the F up." Mind you, we're talking about an ex-wife, not a girlfriend. If you're willing to take alimony from an ex-wife, you're essentially letting a woman support you financially. With all due respect, I can't respect any man willing to do that. That's what I said as a response to this. He's like, what about a scenario if the woman is making a significant amount more money and the guy is a house husband and he's cleaning up, doing the dishes, taking care of the kids, and regardless of whether he or she, regardless of whether she initiated divorce or he did, if he was a stay-at-home dad / husband, then why on earth would he not be entitled alimony? Then I responded, and this is probably gonna be the last one I read on this one. So then I responded, and this is the reason why men should never date or marry a woman that makes more money than them. I made a video about that too. So y'all go ahead and tap into my archive and find that video.
Okay, pause. You said a lot. First of all, if Garcelle said that, you got to be worried, because you got to think about it. Number one, Garcelle is married to a rich white man. So Garcelle would never ever be in a position where she would have to pay her husband alimony because her husband is the breadwinner. So her saying that doesn't even make sense. Why she would say it, I don't know, but just keep that in the back of your mind. The source of who said it, think about it. It's backwards, right? It don't make sense. Secondly, the roles are reversing. These modern men are now okay with a woman taking care of them. And that's just the way society, everything that's right is now becoming wrong, and everything that's wrong is now becoming right. And we're reversing roles. Even with the women, the modern women are doing things that would be unheard of, say, 20, 30 years ago. So this is just the way we're going, and Ace is letting these young bucks get him upset in the Facebook group. Don't let them get you upset, Ace, man. That's just the way of the world. As long as you're doing what you got to do, that's all that matters, right? But I will agree with men dating women that make more money than them. Just don't do it, And he's going to go on to discuss if you're making more money and then later on you guys get married and your wife ends up making more money than you. That's a different scenario than going into a situation with the woman making more money with you. And the only reason I say it's not a good idea is because I've literally seen people who have contemplated dating women because that woman made more money than him. I don't think men necessarily feel intimidated by it, but I do believe, and I've heard other men say, well, if you're making more money than me, what am I here for? What can I contribute? And I think a lot of times men negate the fact that you guys can make up for the lack of funds in other ways. Now, when it comes to the modern women, right? The women that you see online, social media, things like that, that say, I want 6 figures, I want, a millionaire or a guy that makes over 100K, which is not necessarily realistic all the time, right? When you hear them say that, that makes men feel like they have to make a certain amount of money. Otherwise, what worth are you? But I think men have to realize that there are still real women, good women out here that are okay accepting a man that makes $99,999. You be all right. Just kidding. But no, seriously, I dated a guy before as well who I made more money than. And it wasn't a problem for me. And I didn't think it was a problem for him until he started putting me down, right? Now, he always told me, not always, but he used to talk about his ex a lot, right? This is the guy that I did the other video about. Did I do a video about him before? Probably. But I did a video, well, anyways, this guy, he made it known to me that his last relationship, she always told him, well, I make more money than you anyway, and you ain't da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So when he told me that, that also made me extra cautious about even mentioning money or anything to that degree that may make him feel a kind of way. I never did, but I ended up going on a couple of trips while we were together, and he couldn't go because he didn't have the funds and he couldn't get the time off from work, right? I'm okay going without him, but he felt some kind of way about that. He never really told me, but he ended up doing overtime and stuff like that so that he could have the extra funds to go on some trips with me later on. And I'm not talking about like overseas or anything like that out of the country. These were just, trips to other states and things like that, or across the country, things like that, that he wasn't necessarily able to afford. But I never put him down, made him feel bad about it or anything like that. But later on during the relationship, he would start putting down like things about my house or like maybe the way I dress. Now I am a plain Jane, I'm not, you know, whatever, but it would be subtle. And then it kind of got to a point where it was just like blatantly disrespectful, you know, like the last house that I lived in, it was a mile, it was walking distance from the beach. Beautiful. I put in a new deck. I had made my own fire pit in the back. I went into the store multiple times. I got the right gravel, the right stones to put around it, the right little thing inside, and hooked it all up. It was nice to me. I loved it. It was so nice that my neighbors across said, we're going to do a fire pit, and they copied what I did. You know what I'm saying? But he found a way to put that down and be like, oh, your fire pit looks okay. But, you know, and just like different things inside of my house, you know, and my house was nice. So, you know, I didn't think anything of it at first, but then after a while, it just kind of got like, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, just say you jealous without saying you jealous. You know what I'm saying? And so I think because of that, this kind of adds to Ace's point, you know, don't date a woman that has more means than you if you can't handle it, you know, and especially if you can't make up for your lack of means in other ways. But let's see what else Ace got to talk about.
It's out of order. Women be acting like they are okay with dating down financially if they are the ones making 6 figures or more. That crap doesn't work that crap doesn't work in the long run. Now, for some reason, the woman starts making more money after they get married. That's a different conversation. However, to speak to your point, no, I don't think that the ex-husband should have any alimony, even if the wife was a breadwinner. I'm not having a woman pay my way, wife or no wife. To the men that accept alimony from their ex-wives, do you? I'll be on the effing streets before I let any ex of mine pay me alimony. That's what I said as a response to the one guy that had responded about, you know, 50-50 and what if the guy's a house husband and all this other stuff, right? So, yeah, I mean, and then it goes on like it's a long thread, yo. Like I think this one thread I think got like over 200 comments. Not to include mine, see what I'm saying? So here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. So I understand that a lot of women in this world right now believe in feminism, and they believe that women are equal to men, and they believe that women should have the same rights and the same opportunities that men have.
All of us didn't ask
and to a certain degree, I agree with that because the world has changed, you know, and women bring a lot of value to the world when it comes to the workforce, when it comes to politics and other things that's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Right now, and other countries, women have no rights. Like, believe that. Like, women that live in the United States, y'all are extremely blessed for you to be born and raised in America, because you go to Afghanistan, you go to some of these other Middle Eastern countries, you go to some of these Asian countries, they're not playing this crap, yo. Feminism is not a thing. You will get...
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. I deployed to Jordan, and it's like that over there. You know, oftentimes Americans, I've seen white boys get in trouble, black dudes get in trouble, black women get in trouble going overseas trying to pull that Americanized, arrogant crap over there. That stuff don't fly. All of the stuff we can do here, it does not fly over there. You will get stoned, you will get your hand chopped off, you will be in jail. Simple as that.com. Like, you just can't. And so he's right. We do have it good over here. We have a lot more freedoms than a lot of other people do globally. But at the same time, you know, this is all we know. So this is all we have to compare to. So women here, if we're doing the same amount of work and in the same field as a man and pulling our weight, we deserve equal pay, period. But this is a man's world, so is it fair? No. Is that just the way it is? That's just the way it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So we have to deal with it. But I do believe that because this is all we're accustomed to, we can't relate to those women over there in Afghanistan or in Qatar or UAE or any of those other countries. You know what I'm saying? All we know is this. So we're going by what we have dealt with and what we're up against and the things that we're trying to fight for while living here in this country. But I understand your point, Ace.
I'm telling you, y'all, it's not a game in other countries. It's not a game at all. So I'm telling y'all, are extremely blessed. Y'all have more rights than any woman else in the world. It's being American. I promise you, you do.
It's true.
I promise you. And I really believe that women take this stuff for granted. I really believe so. You talk to some other women in other countries, and I'm telling you, You think you have it bad here? You don't have it bad here. You are extremely blessed to be in America. Extremely blessed. Stop talking about this oppressive crap. You're not oppressed. You're not. Not compared to other countries. You're not oppressed at all. Y'all have no freaking clue what oppression means when it comes to being a woman. You do not know at all. You do not. At all. You don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a woman to even be saying this, but I'm telling you, I've been to other countries, I've seen how women be treated. Y'all are not freaking oppressed at all. You know what I'm saying? So
we get it.
You know, when it comes to women saying that, you know, they don't have opportunities, no, that's crap. That's that is crap. I'm telling you, y'all are delusional. Women are delusional.
Ace ready to go off.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm telling you, but getting back to this topic when it comes to alimony, what man is going to accept money from another woman and let him
pause? Y'all remember Jeffrey, whatever his name is, from Alvin and Sandra from the Cosby Show? Did you guys see that clip? I'll try to insert it if I can find it.
Shaming, the job shaming, like, look, where is he now, kind of thing. So that was a little bit, but then very soon after that, there was all this support and encouragement from all over the world. Like, everybody was chiming in a positive way, encouraging me and supporting me and giving me work. You know, Tyler Perry, mostly, and eventually 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj.
Right.
Nicki Minaj sent me money.
Yeah, I heard she sent you like, what is it, like, I don't want to count your pockets, but it was a lot of money.
She sent me $25,000.
Right. So,
nice.
So I heard that you gave it to a charity.
I did give it to a charity.
Why you give that money to a charity?
You know what? I don't know.
Next time.
It's like now I'm like,
why did you do that?
I contacted the charity last week to ask for it. They had used it already. No. You know what it was? It was like, at the time, it seemed like the right thing to do.
What?
At the time. Listen,
well,
if
thank
Nicki
God,
Minaj had hired me,
okay,
she had paid me $25,000 to do something. Right? I would have said, thank you for the work. Thank you, I accept, right? But somehow, and by the way, this is not to say that what she did was inappropriate or I'm not grateful for it. It was a lovely, incredible gesture. But at the time, it felt like just being given that money just as a gift just didn't seem right to keep it. I felt like, well, I'm in need to a certain extent, but there are other people that are much more in need of this money than I am.
Okay.
I was perfectly willing to accept the work, the work that Tyler gave me, the work other people gave me, and but just being gifted that money as charity, at the time, it just didn't feel right.
Was it like you felt like it was maybe a handout kind of?
Yes.
Sort of?
Now, by saying that, if Nicki Minaj is listening, she's going to, I don't want her
She's going to see it. No, I'm
but it was a handout. It was a very generous, lovely handout. But I wasn't comfortable with that.
Of him giving that money that Nicki Minaj gave him $25,000 because she felt bad that he was working at Trader Joe's. So he took the money and gave it to a charity because he felt like the charity needed it more than him. And guess what? I applaud him for that. I think you have to be cut from a certain cloth in order to not take a handout like that, and also from a woman. That's just like the homeless man where the young girl raised like hundreds of thousands of dollars for him to help turn his life around, and all he needed to do was get an ID, and he would not get an ID. And next thing you know, he disappeared. She couldn't find him at all. You know what I'm saying? That man didn't even ask for her to do all that. She did all that and he disappeared. These men are just cut from different cloths. Some men don't want a handout. You know what I'm saying? Men want to get it from the mud, make it on their own. You know what I'm saying? They don't want a handout, especially from another woman. You know what I'm saying? So I feel Ace on this one here.
A woman take care of them, regardless whether they're married or not. You know what I'm saying? I could care less. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lord forbid. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife been married for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it. I'm never gonna divorce my wife. Like, me personally, she couldn't do anything to tell me or have me wanting to divorce my wife. You know what I'm saying? It's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? My dedication to my wife goes beyond love, beyond. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like, no woman can take me from my wife, and there's no way that I can leave my wife. But let's say hypothetically, my wife gets fed up with me and say, you know what, baby, I can't do it no more. I'm divorcing you. You can have all this shit. That's not to my wife. You know what I'm saying? You can have all of it. You can have the house. You can have the car. You can have any amount of money you need. That's it. You can have all of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I've been the breadwinner for the main part of the marriage. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the husband, I'm the man, I'm the person that runs the household. You know what I'm saying? I'm the breadwinner, I'm the head of the household. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she divorces me, regardless of whether she's wrong or I'm wrong, it's my spiritual duty to make sure that my wife taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So whatever she needs, she gets it. I don't give a damn what she did. She gets it. Now, they're talking about roles reversed, you know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of who divorces who, the wife, because she was a breadwinner, she's supposed to be obligated to pay alimony to the guy. Where they do that at? Like, seriously, you know what I'm saying? Like what man is going to accept that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. That's not masculine. That's not masculine. What I say in that post, I said that I'll be freaking homeless if I let a woman take care of me. It's not that damn serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let a woman take care of me financially. I'm not doing it, y'all. I'm not doing it. And men that do this, hey, you do you, but I'm telling you, it's for me. That's not me. It's not me at all. It's not.
Yo, I feel him on that. Because I know some men that are in situations that could be better, but they are where they are because they've chosen to get it out of the mud and do it themselves and pull themselves up by their bootstrap. Everything that they lost, they're pulling themselves up to get back to where they need to be without burdening a woman or, you know, living off of a woman, because they easily could. You know, there's some fine men out there that are homeless. There's some fine men out there that are struggling financially, and they could easily move in with a woman and put it down on her, you know what I'm saying, to have a place to stay or to fund their lifestyle. But instead, they're out there being men and they doing what they got to do instead of doing that. And I appreciate those type of men. Shout out to y'all, you know, and God is going to continue to bless you guys and get you to where you need to be, because you're doing things the right way, the way that God intended.
I cannot see it. It's out of order. It's out of order, I'm telling you. That's the reason why I made that video a while ago when I said that men should never date a woman to make more money than them. Now, if you get married, you know what I'm saying, and for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, y'all both got education, for some reason she blows up on social media, or she wants to get some corporate job, or she wants to get a PhD, and she makes more money, that's different. That's different, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, if my wife still make more money than me, guess what? I'm still paying all the damn bills. She can keep all that money, all the extra money she getting invested. You know what I'm saying? Let's build together.
Where your brothers and your best friends at? Excuse me, where they at, Ace?
Let's build a nest egg for you and for the kids. So if I mess around and meet at the demise early, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I going to, even though she making more money than me, why am I going to allow my wife to still pay all the bills? I'm not doing that. And as far as like her making more money, I would tell my wife, hey, look, you're making a lot more money than me right now, but I'm telling you, we're not going to change our lifestyle. We're not moving from this house to moving to a bigger house, get a better car. That's not what financially sound people do. I'm not going to create bills because you make more money right now. It's not. It doesn't make any sense. We're living good right now. All the extra money you're getting, let's say she made an extra $200,000 a year. I'm throwing that S&P 500. Shit. About 10 years later, we millionaires.
Facts.
Let's anyways, drop some comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not accepting money from my woman, from my ex-wife. My ex-wife. Yo, it's crazy, y'all. But anyway, I appreciate y'all.
They be wanting it though. They do. It is what it is. This is the way society is. I remember I watched a video of a woman who had spent so much money on a man that she was dating. And I can't remember if it was Judge Judy or if it was Judge Mathis, but it was thousands of dollars that this woman had given this man over and over again. And he claimed he was going to pay her back, never did. But even though he didn't pay her back, he would ask her for more and she would continue to give it as if she was buying his love. And so what the judge did was, instead of giving her all of the money that she was suing for, they gave her half back. And they gave her half back for her troubles, but the other half was for a lesson learned. And I think oftentimes when you find that the women are the ones ending up paying an alimony, it's because they didn't do their research or their due diligence to get to know the type of man that they were marrying, you know? I think if we look at all of the women that ended up paying alimony, if we look at the track record of the relationship, we will probably find that these women married too quickly. and didn't get a chance to understand the character of the man. And so when you don't do that, you end up in situations like this. Should men accept alimony from their ex-wife? I'm 50-50 on it, to be honest with you. Do I think men should take money from women? Absolutely not. But at the same time, I think women also have to learn to slow your roll, close your legs, get to know who it is that you're dealing with before you sign on that dotted line, and before you go opening up the most sacred parts of you to just any old man, or we end up in situations where you're paying men alimony, you know, or you're raising kids on your own and things like that. So I think if a woman has to pay her ex-husband alimony, it's a good thing. It's a lesson learned, and it'll teach her to take her time with getting to know the person that she's marrying in the future. But that's my take on it, y'all. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. I appreciate you all for being here. This was interesting, and it's only gonna get better from here on out. And Happy New Year.